Alright, so I want to give you an example of a local business in a pretty typical town with pretty typical search engine results. So I typed in Omaha movers, so in other words, guys who move, and you can see what comes up, and it looks like a couple of locally owned businesses are showing up at the top, and then you have more corporate brand, these two men in a truck movers, and they certainly all kind of blend together. But there's no doubt that the one at the top is getting the most clicks. So let's take a look. Okay, so it's a pretty basic web page. Now, I have a add-on to Firefox that does some analysis. So I'm going to turn that on and I'm going to refresh the page, and it's going to give me some information that loads up here along the top. And it tells me a few really important things. First of all, it tells me the page rank of the page. And this is just a general score that Google assigns to it. It doesn't instantly guarantee better rankings, but it does help. And if you have links coming from other pages that have higher page ranks, then that will also help you as well. Now, the highest possible page rank is a 10, and only sites like Google itself and Facebook and Microsoft probably have those. At this level, a PR between 2, 3, or 4 is pretty good. Sometimes you might see a 5 or 6, but that's pretty rare. Now, the other piece of information that I've got here is how many links Google says that they're aware of, and this number is 28. Now, information also comes in from... Now, the other piece of information that's interesting is how many links are pointed to the page, and Yahoo, up until recently, has provided information about this. And so you can see that this page has about 104 links pointing to it. Now, it's actually more likely that it's almost double that, but it is a good meter of how many links are pointing to this site. And 100 links is a pretty good amount. And the other thing you'll see here is that the web page is from May 13th, 2007. If you look at the page itself, it's got Omaha movers in a lot of different locations. So here it is up front and center, and it's got some here in the titles: Omaha mover, Omaha moving companies, movers in Omaha, and it's got a lot of variations on that too. So as you scroll down the page, movers in Omaha, Omaha moving company. So that's telling Google that this site really is about Omaha movers, and it has some authority because it's got quite a few links pointing to it, and it's been around a while. So let's compare this to number 2 and 3. So we've got this page here, omahamovers.org. Now, what's interesting about this is that this isn't actually a real business. This is just a web page that's designed to capture leads. So a couple interesting points. It's not as old, has a PR of 1, but look at this. It's got a few more links. Not a significant difference, 122. So I've got a feeling that this page is being actively optimized, because there's not a lot of actual quality content on this page, obviously, but they've done some very clear link building to it that's resulted in a really good placement in the search results for that search term. Okay, and just to finally compare, let's look at this last one, which is at number 3, omahamoving.net. Now, here's a site that isn't really a business either. What they've done here is they've built a site, they've optimized it, and then they want to rent it out to you. So if you're an Omaha mover and you don't want to go through the hassle of doing all this search engine optimization and so forth, then you can just cut a corner and rent this site. The bad news is that Google is getting onto this game. They don't like it because it's not actually providing real value in the top of their search results. So my prediction is within the next year or so, you're going to see sites like this being devalued and drop to the bottom. Because what you'll see is they really like a lot of the real businesses to show up, especially ones that have a street address listed and that show up on the maps, especially when they've registered for Google Places. And in a different video, I'll show you how you can do that. Let's just look at one more. Let's say this one, Murphy Moving, which is... that's about position 7 or 8 here. Okay, so we've got another real business, which is good. Now, it's got a PR of 2, so it's the same as the site that was at the top, but it's much older. It's from 2003, not 2009. And then when we go and look at how many links it's got built to it, here's the answer about why it's as low as it is. it only has 36 links pointing to it. So if you were the owner of Murphy Moving and you knew that the website that's at the top has the same page rank as you, but isn't as old as you, and you know that it has a lot more links than you, then you know that really, to get to number one, all you've got to do is just start consistently getting some links pointed to this page. And it wouldn't take much. It would probably take just a few months of work to do that. So the whole point in showing you all this is that at the local level, that the opportunity really is there for you to jump to the top. And in addition to the traffic that you get from being at the top of Google, it's also a matter of prestige, because someone's typing in your service with your town's name and you coming up first because Google says so can have a powerful effect. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and in the next video we're going to dig in and talk about what keywords should you actually be targeting. So thanks for watching.